If I were to go for strictly musical, I go for Donkey.
You think you can pull Donkey off?
Well, let's see. You want to love her? You want to please her? Then you got to try a little tenderness. The chicks love that romantic crap. Now I saw her face. Now I believe.
Yeah. I'm on a whole nother level. These bitches go digging, so give them a shovel. I'm on a mission, just stacking my cash. Anytime, any weather. These bitches, they gotta do better. They all in my pockets, go get you some cheddar. I know that you mad, you see that I'm up. But bitch, you just gotta do better. I'm on a whole nother level. These bitches go digging, so give them a shovel. I'm on a mission, just stacking my cash. Anytime, any weather. These niggas, they gotta do better. They all in my pockets, go get you some cheddar.
Boom! Back on the mics with King Sheezy. What's going on, man? You know, it's been a long time, but a short time in the same breath. Today on Talking Shit with Sheezy, we're going to have a very special guest. Me and him been setting this up at work for the past, maybe month and a half or so. And I finally said, come on, let's do it. I almost forgot about him. But hey, we here today. We just had to trek through the rain, so ain't nothing stopping this little interview. Well, without further ado, we're going to bring him on in. Make a large shout for my man, D-Man, the takeover.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. What up,
What up,
boy?
y'all? What up,
Yo.
Ooh.
But yeah, man, you know how you doing today, bro?
Hey, you know me, I'm straight. I'm vibing for real.
Yeah. Aside from that rain, right?
I should have brought a sweater.
Man, oh man. But yeah, bro. So we ain't even gonna prolong nothing. Tell the people a little bit about yourself, bro. And introduce yourself like you just meeting somebody fresh.
Okay, well, I'm Donovan James, aka D-Man the Takeover. That's my stage name because I take over the stage whenever you put me on it. And you know, I like to sing, dance, I like to rap, beatbox, and I also act. I just did a play called Suzuko. I was a Cat in the Hat. That was my very first lead role. Surprising to me. But yeah, I've been doing music since I was 15. I'm about to be 22 this year. I'm about to drop a whole new album, which has become pretty much of a D-Man tradition where I either drop a song on my birthday or on Christmas every year. And that's if I have music.
What's your sign?
I'm Virgo. Virgo season, baby. Yeah. Shout out to all my fellow Virgos out there.
But you're August or September?
August 30. That's when I'm dropping the album.
August 30. Huh?
Yeah.
All right. All right, boom. So you mentioned a couple things I wanted to touch on. Actually, I was going to ask you about, like, so you said you've been doing music since you was 15, right?
Yeah.
So what would you say has been your biggest inspiration, what attracted you to really be like, I think I could do that. I think I really got a talent for that, and that's what I want to do.
Yeah, I say watching people like Michael Jackson, of course, and Chris Brown, Will Smith, Justin Bieber, and then music groups like Jackson 5 and New Edition, Temptations.
All right, now don't say New Edition now. Don't say New Edition.
But yeah, so yeah, just watching people like them, not just their music, but also how they be putting on shows on stage. It's like, wow. And not only that, but me being on stage, dancing in front of like the whole school and different events, I'm like, wow, I really do have a knack for this.
Right.
So therefore, like, this can really be my thing if I take it more serious, because, you know, at first, you know, when you're a kid, you know, you like what you do, but you don't necessarily take it serious unless you end up becoming one of those, you know, kid stars.
Right.
Which I wanted to be at age, 10, I think. But
what show was like? What show did you think like, damn, I could take his spot? I could do that.
For someone my age, I would have to say Little Bobby Brown in the New Edition story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so the BET one.
Yeah.
Okay. Ironically, I never was able. I still to this day ain't watched that, and I really wanted to back then, but I still ain't got around to that.
I'll tell you right now, man. When you get home, man, pull up that BET app or something. New Edition story. It's on there.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. See, back in my prime, back then, see, I feel like I've always been like a character per se, but like when you watch it like Disney and stuff like that, I always felt like I definitely could have been on one of them shows. It's just something different, fresh. Like if we still had like when we was growing up and shit, like how they had what was that one with the girl? She like almost like a crackhead now. Amanda Bynes.
Amanda Bynes.
What was the show called?
All of that.
Yeah. We had stuff like that. I definitely could have been on there. You know what I mean? Like doing like little skits and stuff. Cause really, I got into acting myself personally my senior year of high school. I was just doing random side quests. Just wanted to make sure I fulfilled everything that I might have wanted to do in high school, and just went ahead and did that. And come to find out, I really wish I would have did it earlier because I really enjoyed it. Like it made me like when you in like a different setting, because I'm a person like per se, like you could say like I'm kind of like shy when I'm like around a lot of different new people. Yeah, I'm not really my outgoing, comfortable self. But I'm like, bro, I'm damn near gonna be one of the oldest people in here. I can't be shy in front of no little kids and shit like that.
Yeah, you gotta be a role model.
So even though like in my heart, like I was nervous, I would just be like full sending and just doing what I knew I was capable of, and that really brought me out of a different shell that I was in. And to this day, it'll come out sometimes, but I still have to fight the urge to like bring it out type deal. But yeah, and improv was my thing, man. I really could improv, like, and then me and this one girl in the class, we used to just bounce off each other. Like it was just like motherfuckers have us come up there and do like a little monologue and shit for the class as like an instruction. That's how good we was type shit. But I ain't finna brag or nothing. Cause they was trying to let me be a leading role, but they wanted me to do a lot of Spanish, and even though I'm Hispanic, I can't speak a lick of Spanish.
Me either.
I'd rather not be fumbling over some words. Like, if it was just all English and shit, I could have easily did that.
Yeah, of course.
Because he wasn't really saying too much of nothing. But when you don't speak Spanish, like, that's a lot type of. But if I was like, But yeah, I could have been in a play, man. Y'all could have seen me on a play, everything. Yeah, but how was that? But how was that leading your first play though? Because how long have you been acting?
Since I was as early as like 7 or 8. So we're talking like second grade, third grade type stuff. And I started off with like ensemble roles, but I knew eventually I wanted to get up there to the more bigger roles,
right?
Lead, supporting, comic relief type stuff,
right?
Because I'm not a comedian, but I do like to make people laugh. Whether it be something I say or something I'm doing that's kind of silly,
right.
So with this role, it was a cat in the hat. And what's ironic is this is my third time, and probably not my last time doing this particular play. However, the last 2 times I played different roles, and they were much smaller.
What roles were those?
So the first time I did Suicide Squad, I was one of the monkeys, where we're on a mission to steal, the elephant's little clover. It got little people on it, but we don't believe that.
Right.
It's a clover. Ain't gonna be no people on the small clover. Yeah, and then what was fun about that one was I remember. So this is my only memory from that time, because this is 2013 and 14 we're talking about. So
that's a little minute ago now.
Yeah, a decade. So my only memory of that really is the teacher was telling me, she was telling me and the other monkeys, like, okay, Donovan, I'm gonna have them do some choreography. I'm gonna let you, branch out like the other side of the stage and let you do your own thing. So, and at that time, I was always
doing your love.
Well, Michael Jackson,
your little pop lock.
Yeah.
All right.
Mostly Michael, but yeah.
Don't show off now.
And the only time it was fun doing that was in front of the whole school. That was a lot of fun because they gave me a much bigger reaction. Well, they gave us, but I'm gonna be subs. Talk about me. Yeah,
you should.
Yeah, they screamed like yeah. But we did the show twice in front of our parents. This was the reaction. I mean, you good. You seem supposed to do it. Like, come on, do Michael Jackson. Ain't that worth screaming at? Yeah.
Right. Being quiet and whatnot.
Yeah. But what was funny about doing it in front of the school was the song that was played before me and the Monkeys went up, they had blue bubbles on stage, and when the song was over, the lights had went out. We were about to go on stage, and mind you, there's bubble soap on the floor. I slipped and fell on my butt, but I got up before the lights went back on, and yeah. And then the second time I did the play again, I was playing the military guy, so I'm responsible for recruiting the mayor's son to join the military.
Right.
And this time around, they still let me do some Michael Jackson and stuff. So really, each time I did Susical, that's the end of the play. Each time I did Susical, there was always a chance for me to do Michael Jackson. And then, but what was even more special this time around, it wasn't just the Michael Jackson and playing the lead role. I've been working on some of my own dance moves and stuff that I got to showcase for once.
Okay.
And of course, that got some good reception. And then since then, I really been trying to get involved in more plays, whether it be musicals or comedy or drama. Shoot, sometimes you mix up. I mix up all the three. Yeah.
We're gonna pause right here for a second, so this shit quiets down. Yeah, and then we're gonna come back. All right.
Yeah, we back.
We back. I knew it was getting a little loud because of the rain, and I lost my my piece of my microphone.
Yeah.
So we throwing it back how I was beforehand. Fighting the elements, but we making it happen though. Where was we at though?
Yeah, we were talking about we were talking about the musical and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I mean that's really all I had to say about that. But it was fun though. But yeah, nowadays we're just trying to branch out more because really that is honestly the only musical I've ever got to put on. There was another one I was supposed to put on during my senior year, but that was when COVID hit and quarantine.
Oh, so you graduated during COVID. Ooh.
Yeah, so instead of
no prom, no nothing.
Man, they gave us a virtual prom. Anybody going to know virtual prom? Even had me dressing up in a suit, looking all dapper just to dance on camera. I can go on TikTok and do that. Nah, but yeah, so instead of walking across the stage, we walked across a bus tunnel.
What?
A freaking bus tunnel, man. The way they had it set up, so all the cars, of course, our parents were driving, and then us, the students, were in the passenger seat. They gave us a piece of paper to write our name on it and put it on the window. That way, when we roll up to the guy that's going to say our names. So what I did was I already had my Captain Gown on that. They had sent it to me. And then I put in Donovan, D-Man the Takeover, James. So my music name in between my first and last name. Tell me why the guy on the microphone said Donovan, D-Man Takeover, James. Yeah, one job, man. You gonna miss one letter. One very simple small letter. Nah, but
just very monotone. No passion behind it. Because you supposed to come, Donovan, D-Man, the Takeover, James.
You'd think, but this is exactly how the guy said it. Donovan, D-Man, Takeover, James. Like, ain't no hype on that. I mean, I get it. It's not all about me. It's class of 2020. I get that, but...
Nah, that's your day, man. That's your day. That's your moment. That's your moment.
Well, I mean, at least let me have that one
but
very
y'all
small
lucky
moment.
Though. Y'all lucky though, because they just let all hell break loose after class of 2017. They was strict. They ain't let us dress up our caps. No, none of that. No, none of that. Yeah, we was in the building. We actually got to walk across the stage, but we always gonna nitpick everything. But at least I had a prom. I'm just gonna say it like that.
You had your prom. You had your girl on you. I had no about it.
I wouldn't say she was my girl, but I did.
Well,
have
you had a girl.
Yeah. I had a nice little lady on my seat.
Nah, well, actually, I did have a girl homecoming year, senior year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, senior year homecoming, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Amen. So, how would you rate your high school experience then?
My high school experience, shoot. Honestly, I would give it between. Actually, I'll give it an 8.
8 overall.
Yeah, and I say it's an 8 because although my junior year and my senior year were excruciatingly lit. I hope I'm using that word right. But it was really lit. I feel like my freshman year, my sophomore year, those definitely could have leveled up because freshman year and sophomore year I want to say those were like some of the cringiest years. I mean, cause like I'll go to school, do my work, I'll be dancing in the hallways, just doing my thing, and then school lets out. Mind you, I'm not doing no after school activities during those years, so I'll get on the bus. I'm sitting in front, I'm not talking to nobody. I'm playing music on my phone like this. I get home and ain't really much I'm doing. I'm probably doing like cringy little musicallys. Back then, that's what it was called. And so little cringy musicallys and cringy skits. and then it would repeat over and over until summertime. And, I'm doing more fun stuff. I'm hanging out with friends and sleepovers. But I will tell you this, though. We were just talking about New Edition.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and tell me.
So, my first experience with New Edition, back in 2013, the Best Man Holiday movie came out. That's with Morris Chestnut and Nia Long in them. She's fine, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's about to play Michael Jackson's mother.
Nia Long?
Yeah. It's going to be lit. But anyway, so the Best Man Holiday came out, and there's a scene where the guys are doing Can You Stand the Rain, New Edition routine. Now, mind you, I'm 11 years old. I know nothing about New Edition, Bobby Brown, all that stuff until almost until half a decade later when the New Edition story came out.
Right.
So, and that's when I started getting more into them when their movie came out. And then, I wasn't really into it at first. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, because there was a scene where they got into a fight. Someone pulled out a gun and started shooting. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so like somebody about to die. I ain't trying to look at that.
Hey, I am.
Yeah. But the reason for that was because like as a kid I wasn't fond of watching death scenes because either someone gets shot out or something like that. I'm like, I'm not trying to look at that.
See, I've been watching horror movies for most of my life. Yeah. So
The last relationship I was in, when we went to the movies, most of the time that's what we would watch. If it wasn't like comedy or animation, it'd be a horror film. I'm like,
yeah.
You lucky I love you.
That's my type of style. That's my type of style. See, let's sashay into that. So D-Man, you said your last, so it sounds like y'all are broken up then?
Yeah, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to
we ain't finna dive into that. So where would you say you get your inspiration for your music from? Because you got like a lot of love songs and stuff like that. Who would you say gives you your inspiration then?
So I've been telling people lately my top 6 like favorite artists and stuff.
Okay, well let me hear them.
We're both solo and music group. These
are we doing all time or currently?
All time.
Okay.
So these are not ranked. However, Michael Jackson is number 1.
Number 1. Let's
always
get that out the way.
So besides him, I say Justin Bieber, Bobby Brown, Chris Brown, Will Smith, as far as the rapping is concerned, and the acting, and then New Edition. Top 6.
Okay. That's not too bad of a list. A lot of heavy hitters. Speaking of Will did just perform at the BET Awards.
He killed it.
I didn't watch it per se. I watched a little clip of it. You know.
Well, someone posted the whole performance on Twitter, so that's where I watched
the whole thing, but I just didn't. That wasn't trying to.
And you know something? The guy that pre-hosted, his name is Miles Jones. I actually met him at a trap karaoke event in Virginia.
Right. Oh, yeah, because you were just out there in Virginia for one of those not too long ago, right?
Yeah. Yo, sorry if I'm shivering. This rain and the wind got me cold. Shit.
Yeah. We both kind of like drenched right now. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. It's treacherous out here.
But so the girl I was with, shout out to Gabrielle.
Shout her out.
Yeah. She had told me about this little karaoke event that was going on, and she said she wanted to go. So, lucky for me, I had enough money to afford tickets for both of us.
Right.
And I told her that I got the tickets, but I forgot that, she had plans already. I'm like, and I couldn't get the tickets refunded, otherwise I would have. But had I done that, I wouldn't have put on a performance that I put on that night. So I had to find a friend to go with, and thankfully I did. And then,
was it Bonnie?
Oh no, this was in Virginia.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if you said it or not. I kind of like, So are you from Wisconsin or are you from Virginia? So you from Virginia?
Yeah, I moved out here to Wisconsin.
When did you move here?
Late August, because that's when I started.
What year?
Oh, last year.
Last year?
Yeah, 2023.
What? Oh, so you fresh in Wisconsin then?
Well, actually, I did live out here for 1 year with my great auntie, like during the first grade. But then my mom picked me up, took me back to California.
Okay.
And from California, we went from California to all the way to DC. Lived out there for about a year. And then the summer afterwards, I stayed with my dad for the summer.
Okay.
And then when school came back, my mom picked me up from the airport, took me back to Virginia.
Type deal. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And we lived in different cities in Virginia. But there was a gap year where my mom and I, we lived out of the country in Bahrain for 2 years. It was supposed to be 3, but we ended up staying for just 2.
Was she military?
Well, she was. She retired now. Shout out to my mom. I love you. And then
Appreciate your forces, OG.
Yeah. Yeah, we went out there from like 2014 to 2016. I'm sorry if our topics are all over the place, but it's just a matter of what comes up.
Right. We're just having a conversation, really.
Yeah,
having a conversation.
But Bahrain was the gap year, and then we came back to Virginia. Yeah, we lived in like 4 different cities within, I want to say, 2012 all the way to 2023. So we're talking about 10 years of living in Virginia with the exception of a gap year in Bahrain.
That's crazy.
It's hot out there.
Virginia?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. I got some family out there. We went to a family reunion out there once. I was out there baking.
What, Virginia?
Yeah.
No, I was talking about Bahrain.
Oh, Bahrain. What is that close by? What kind of
So have y'all heard of places like Saudi Arabia and Dubai?
Oh, okay, so it's in that area.
Yeah, they're basically neighbors.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hot out there. As soon as we stepped foot off the plane in Bahrain, we immediately needed water.
Yeah, see, I'm more of I like cool temperatures like this. This is cool for me. Like even if I wasn't like a little wet and moist, I could sit out here for hours.
Yeah.
Like, see,
I
try to steer away from like Georgias and Floridas, Texas, Arizonas. Aside from they reptilian infestations and things of that nature, it's too blazing hot for me. Give me winter all day long.
Oh yeah.
Give me a nice winter night under maybe a little heat going just a little bit. I still got my fan. on now. But yeah, yeah.
But back to the new edition thing. That's where I got off topic.
Right.
So there was a scene investment holiday where the guys did a new edition routine, and back then I was 11. I knew nothing about new edition. It was all about Michael Jackson for me. And then years later, the new edition story came out, and at first I wasn't really into it at first, but then there was one night I was trying to sleep, and my mom, she was watching the movie in the living room, and I could hear it. All I'm hearing is Candy Girl. I'm like, okay. Yeah, and I've been hugged ever since. And then that same year, Belle Biv DeVoe came to perform at in DC. My mom and I, we went to go see a basketball game there over there at the Capitol Arena.
Wizards?
Yeah, Wizards. Yeah, Washington Wizards.
Yeah.
And that's another story I'll get into in a little bit. But Belle Biv DeVoe, they were performing right after the game that we went to. We didn't even buy tickets. We didn't even know that they were going to be in town. And they had it on the Jumbotron, Belle Biv DeVoe, like right after the game. I'm like, Mom, Belle Biv DeVoe, we should go see them. And then, so we ended up going, and then we got some good seats, even though we ain't buy no tickets. And then BBD come out, they're doing their thing, and I'm dancing in my seat, and someone from the front, they see me dancing. I'm like, well, they're like, hey, come to the front. I'm like, all right, man. So I get to the front. My mom's still in the back. And then there was a moment where they were reflecting on like the early New Edition days and the success of the movie. The amount of little kids that's become fans all of a sudden, including myself. And then they played Mr. Telephone Man.
Mr.
Telephone Man. And then so I'm dancing where I was at, and Rodney, he was like, I'm feeling the energy over here. And he walked up to me, he sees me like, yo, come out. And then I'm like, bet. And then this is what we did. Mr. Telephone Man, there's something. And you know what's funny? So at that time, I was just starting to listen to their music, so therefore, I wasn't learning all the lyrics correctly. So what's funny was the part in Mr. Telephone Man where Bobby is like, I get a click every time. I thought he said no reception every time.
I could understand. I could understand the confusion.
And then of course, everybody was recording. They had me on the jumbotron because I watched the video right afterwards.
Oh, you was on stage.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it is what it is. Learning experience. You up there in the lights. They mess up on their own songs all the time. So you can't.
And they actually have choreography for that song, but I'm glad they didn't do it because like I said, I was just learning. So this is what we did. Like, one to the left, one to the right, and then the music cut off. I'm still dancing. I'm like, okay, yeah, go ahead, get into it. And then I surprised them with the If It Isn't Love choreography, like doing this like, yeah. And then I walk up to Ronnie. We dabbing and stuff. I was trying to, cause the audience, they were screaming and stuff, which I understand. I'm trying to whisper and say, like, new edition rules, and then he put the microphone in my hand. I'm like, oh. New edition rules! And then he took the mic back. He was like, that's what I'm talking about now. Now get out of here, young. So you trying to be like Bobby Brown trying to steal this show. I'm like, what the heck is that? But then but you know what's ironic?
What?
I've been a Bobby Brown fan ever since.
Oh, wow.
Now, I still love BBD. I love all members, but if we're talking about who made the most impact musically on me,
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby. Shoot, I got him on my screensaver.
Yeah. Look.
So we got Will Smith.
We got Will, Chris,
I'll show you.
Mike, Bobby,
and
Justin. Lord have mercy.
Hopefully it's good enough lighting.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if not, oh well.
It is what it is. Yeah. Hey, that's a nice lineup of inspiration every time you pick up your phone, man. That's a lot of success right there. So, but yeah, I want to talk about like your music, your personal music more though. So like, let me see. It was a specific video I always like to go back and look at when I stumble across your page, man.
Sorry if I'm shivering. The rain and the wind got me cold.
So this video right here.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about this. I'm gonna edit that in there and let y'all watch it.
Yeah. So. The guy I was just telling you that pre-hosted the BET Awards, that's him.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was him.
That's him.
Yeah, him and Terrence J and some other guys. Yeah. I'm still shocked. Man.
Cause you had the crowd rock.
Yeah.
Crowd rock.
So remember I was telling you about the girl I was with Gabrielle. Gabrielle told me about that event and I had to go with someone else. So the very first time I went, because the last time I went was like the third time. I didn't get on stage, but the very first time I went, that's where we met. It was in Virginia. That's where I was staying at the time. And then, me and my friend, we walked in, and then it was already crowded. We're really like squeezing by, like okay, like we're getting to the front now.
Stretching through, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? As a performer, that's what makes it better. Like performing in front of a lot of people, that's what makes it more exciting. The fact that as an audience member you got squeezed through people just to get on stage and do what I did, yeah. So the guy's name is Mouse. That's the guy that pre-hosted and hosted that event. So Mouse, it was him and a DJ Money, that's his name. They were on stage. They were like, Mouse was like, all right, I'm gonna call like 5 people. Y'all got 30 seconds to get on stage. Otherwise, now we're moving on. So now you know me, from work. I'm the hype man. So I'm like, yo, me. Yo, I'm literally jumping up and down like a really, I don't know, but I'm just like really hyped. So I'm like, me. And he's seeing me, he's like, come on. I'm like, yeah, bet, move.
They wasn't finna stop you.
Nah, like that many people, I gotta get on stage for real. Cause now see, as a performer, it's normal to have like stage fright and stuff. Right. I never had that.
Oh, you confident?
Nah, shoot, bro, put me in front of the let me perform at the Super Bowl right now.
You got it.
I can do it for real.
You got it.
Yeah, I got my own sellers and everything.
Yeah?
I've been working on some new moves too.
Man, preview us a song right here. Perform something then. Give us 15-second performance. Let's see what you got there.
Alright.
Don't teach me now. You be up at work dancing in the break room. Come on now. Show your moves. Hold on. Let me.
It's a statement, for real. I'm just saying, ain't nobody playing. No excuses, save it. Better save it. Better do your thing. 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 I freestyled for a fine one the other day, and the way she looked at me had me thinking. She was saying, all women are queens. Much love and respect for the divas. I really want myself a beautiful.
Now, mind you, you like I was saying, you like to show out at work too. So I feel like you be trying to recruit and shark all the ladies in there, man. Oh, be in the break room and whatnot,
man.
Because you be over there at the checkout thing with your neck movements and gyration and whatnot. You might as well go ahead, like I was telling her at the table the other time, Big B.
Yeah, she told me what you said. I'm like, well, he ain't wrong.
Hey.
That's what I said. That's what I told her. He ain't wrong.
All right. Hey, we'll talk about that off camera. But yeah, that's what I'm saying though. It'd be little stuff like that. I can see your confidence. I can see your confidence when just by the way you carry yourself at work, that you don't care about other people's opinion. Because I like to describe you as like you kind of like got like a remix of like modern or old school with a modern twist.
Yeah,
that's how I would compare your niche. I think niche, because like when I be listening to your music, I'm like, this would have been probably a super heavy hitter back in like the 90s. But then more I listen to it, I'm like, okay, he like ease into like the modernness, and then boom, you come full throttle in, and then I'm like, okay, I see where it's at. So that's why I always respected like how like your personality and things of that nature, because I'm one of those people that like the old school. I like older school music. It's very rare that I'm listening to like what everybody else is listening to in the radio. I only listen to a few modern artists, but mainly my playlist consists of a lot of throwback music to mid 2000s and back. So that's what I like to listen to. I don't like to listen to all that shoot 'em up, bang bang, kill 'em and all that.
It gets boring.
Very, very boring, very repetitive and things of that nature. So I love to hear newer, different takes on different genres and stuff like that. So I always like to say I appreciate what you do.
I appreciate that, man.
Of course, man.
I'll tell you like this. If you look at my playlist on Spotify, not only are there over 2,200 songs, but it is a huge variety of old school, new school, hip hop, R&B, pop, a little bit of Latin, country, gospel. Yeah. You'd be surprised.
See, I was a Ranch Allen dude myself, me personally.
Who's that?
He's a gospel artist.
Oh, okay.
I think you'll like it for sure. But yeah, let's switch over to movies. So I was asking you a little bit earlier. You was tell me again what's your favorite like type of movies and stuff like that.
I'm more into like mostly comedy, animation, and then those type of films where there's like more than one genre. So like action comedy, which might be my most favorite, action comedy. Like
Bad Boys and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
Bad Boys.
Speaking of Bad Boys, did you see the new Bad Boys?
Yo, for real, it was.
You seen it?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was better than the third one. Now the first and second one, I feel like the fourth one kind of matched that up as far as like the comedy and how the action was looking. Well, mostly with 2, but
I would definitely say like 2 and 4 is definitely like there.
Yeah.
Bad Boys 1 is always gonna be, can't beat the original.
Yeah.
But 2 and 4 is definitely right there. I just right before the day I seen it, I literally was like, did I ever even watch the third Bad Boys? I'm like, bro, I don't think I ever watched it. So then when I looked it up on my phone to see if I can watch it right before, they got it on Hulu. I started watching. I'm like, yeah, I've never seen this.
Got on Hulu?
Oh yeah, they got them all on Hulu. 1, 2, and 3.
Let's see.
4 supposed to be dropping once to get out of theaters.
Yeah.
I
definitely
would say I would concur with what you just said. 2 and 4 is definitely like tied for second place, and then obviously 1.
Especially with Martin Lawrence's comedy.
Yeah, Martin actually came with some energy this time. Like he actually was doing his portion. Like and I'm not gonna get super deep into it because I'm supposed to be talking about this on a whole separate episode of Talking Shit with Sheezy. But I like to say like Martin, he says he ain't had no medical issues as to why it seems like he's a little delayed now with his comedy and stuff like that. Like you can tell, like anybody that's watched Martin, you can tell the difference between him now versus when he was in Bad Boys 1, 2, or Big Mama's House 1, 2, stuff like that. Like or even the Martin TV show. He's not as quick. You know what I mean?
And not only that, but the media can be kind of manipulative at times with different people. Martin, Michael Jackson, of course, and Chris Brown.
What would you say they manipulated us about Mike?
Man, as many times as they kept making it seem like he actually has,
right?
He did stuff with kids and he wanted to be a white man. His nose ain't looking right. I'm like, leave the man alone. And plus, he's dead. Y'all picking on the dead man.
Dead and gone. Unfortunately.
I mean, that's not something I want to rub in, but still.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. But back to Martin. I'll talk about Michael later, but back to Martin. But honestly, the fact that the media can be rather manipulative and stuff, whether it's mainstream media or kind of underground media, is like, I really don't know who to believe. Like, because Martin did say in an interview that he was, fine. So, I mean, that's really like the only source I'd rather rely on. But at the same time, it's like, I kind of see where the media point of view is coming from, but it ain't like I want to just immediately believe what they say and just now listen to Martin.
Right.
Like that's the thing about me. I rather listen to the actual source than just all these different voices in my head that they don't even know the actual person that like that. Yeah.
Type deal.
But hopefully, Martin is, doing.
Oh yeah. I definitely wish Martin the best. Hope he stays nice and healthy. He's done a lot for the culture over the past decade. So.
And not only that, there's rumors on the Bad Boys 5.
Rumors on the best. I thought they was. Wow.
Man, I thought Bad Boys 3 was gonna be the last one, but they came out with the fourth one. I'm like, oh, I mean, if they're up for it, I guess. And that's honestly how I feel about Bad Boys 5. If they do it, if they're up for it, then shoot, I'll watch it.
I mean, you'll watch it, but do you want them to keep drowning the series down, dragging it out? Because I already know what they're gonna try to do. If anything, they probably gonna eventually finally kill off one of them.
They can't do that.
Then they gon' because they started to try to make us love Will's son, and then they gave Mr. Black John Wick, Martin's son-in-law. He had, what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Reggie.
Yeah, they trying to.
Mr. Burnett.
Right, they trying to give Reggie some personality and whatnot now too.
He needed personality.
He definitely needed some.
Yeah, we just see
they
him
probably
as,
gonna give like a spin-off of them two being like the new,
well, the actress playing Martin's daughter, I did see some videos of her on Instagram, like stunt training, and she keep putting hashtags Bad Boys 5. I'm like. Well, what would I have to see? What have to see?
How did you feel about them switching the wife?
Well,
Martin's wife. How did you feel about that?
I was a little surprised at first, but then I found out that the original wife, she ain't good. And there's literally a video of her like in a wheelchair, much thinner. I'm like, oh. Okay.
Oh, like health wise, she's not doing good.
No. So therefore, it wasn't like I was immediately like mad. It threw me off, but it wasn't like I was mad. Like, wait a minute, you had the first wife for the past 3 movies. You're just gonna switch all of a sudden. It wasn't like that. Surprised, but it wasn't like that.
Okay.
But I mean, I thought Tasha Smith did pretty good.
Yeah, she wasn't bad.
Yeah. Marcus.
You know her.
Why did I get married?
But yeah, man. Let me see. Do I need to ask you anything else? Did you have anything you wanted to talk about? Per se?
Yeah, we were talking about the music stuff. Then we started talking about Bad Boys. But I would say, like, ever since like the whole thing with Bell Biv DeVoe and the movie coming out and stuff. Well, the New Edition movie. I was gonna say that around like early sophomore year, I was 15. I started dabbling into making beats. Now, mind you, this is me like just starting. So of course, the stuff I was putting out then, it wasn't as good quality wise, lyrics wise, delivery wise, like how I was rapping the words. Cause yeah, so I've definitely evolved big time. Well, compared to back then, but I started off with just SoundCloud with that basic plan type stuff, and then making like just trap beats, and it started off as just 1 minute Instagram songs. And I had a really unique way of making the music. I can't really get into that. It's too much to explain, but
right.
It's really unique. I don't see anybody else doing it the way I did it.
Okay.
But then as years went on, I started downloading better like beat making apps, making much better beats, being familiar with things like tempo and velocity, gain, and how much volume should be on each vocal take and stuff like that, and then of course writing better lyrics, and then so nowadays it's really like just love songs. And sometimes.
So what would you say is your favorite song that you made currently?
My favorite song right now I made is called "Lovable Like Me."
Lovable, I do like that.
Yeah. Well, I actually re-recorded that song for the album about to drop. Cause yeah. Well, I mean, the first one that I released back on like Valentine's Day. At first, I was really like into it, but after a while, I'm like I keep hearing it. I'm like, I mean, it could sound better. Right. So therefore, I re-recorded it for the album, and that's the only that's the only song on the album that I re-recorded, cause I had put out other singles. But yeah, and then
you want to tell us what's all gonna be on your new album? Like what's the songs? How many songs is gonna be on the album?
So there's gonna be 10.
10 songs.
I already released 4 of them as singles. One of them was a rap that I did for the musical Suzical. Okay. Yeah, and that was something I liked about doing Suzical this time around, cause at the end of each show where we did like the final bows and stuff, right? And then the lights would go out. What you'll hear is my voice, rapping, singing the song.
Oh, like when they about to call your name and then like they'll play that on the speaker and then you do your bow, or no?
Oh no. So we'll do the final bows first. Do the final pose. The lights go out. We're about to walk off stage. That's when the song plays. And, and then there's been times where people come up to me like, "Yo, was that your song?" I'm like, "Yeah."
And did you made up that whole song, or did they?
Yeah. So that's the thing about me as an artist. I'm one of those independent, not up there, but I could be, type of artist. So I write my stuff, I produce it. Well, with the exception of Lovable Like Me, I actually had someone else help me produce that one, but re-recording it, I did it myself. Okay. So, but yeah, I write it myself, I produce it myself, I record it myself, and so I think we were talking about my graduation and stuff. So because COVID had hit, we didn't get a normal graduation. It was me and 2 other high school girls. We got, I don't know how they found us, but there's a Walden University. I think they're associated with this little company called Soul Pancake, something like that. They reached out to me and the 2 girls, and they were basically interviewing us and how you're interviewing me right now. Like, what was high school like for you? Like, what were you gonna do before COVID hit? Stuff like that. What are you trying to do in college, or if you're trying to go to college? And And there's a whole video on it. I'll show it to you later. But yeah, there's a whole video on it. We're explaining all that stuff, and then they gifted us like graduation gifts. So I remember one girl got I think it was a gift card to get like a whole bunch of like library books and stuff. One person got a really nice expensive camera, I think, to like take better pictures because she was the historian of the school. And then, but yeah, shout out to Ava. That was a historian. Shout out to Ava.
Yo, shout out to Asia.
Ava.
Ava. Oh, Ava.
Yeah, shout out to Ava. And then they gifted me something that I ain't used until now with this new music, a MacBook Pro. Well, I was already using that, but what I wasn't using until now was the microphone that they gave me. Cause I told them, that, okay, so real quick, when I first started making music, I didn't have like all that fancy stuff. I had a tablet, some earphones, and then I record in my room where it's quiet, you know, avoid all that background noise. So that's what I had at first, and the quality was alright. I mean, I still like some of the songs I did recording it like that, but you know, of course it could have been better. So therefore, they got me a MacBook Pro, which I still have, an actual microphone, there's some headphones to go with it, and then I didn't start using the microphone until now. Yeah, but yeah, that's what they gave me. Let's see. Yeah. And then I already said I was gonna talk about this new Michael Jackson movie with Nia Long playing his.
Oh yeah.
So look,
I was still waiting on the list of the songs, but it's all right. Keep going.
well, actually, they showed a trailer at CinemaCon,
Right.
but they unfortunately they didn't show it to the public yet. Shame on you. But the producer Graham King said that there's gonna be over 30 songs used in the movie, which is actually more than what I initially predicted. So I took it upon myself to, well, I read them out to the audience. So I'm gonna start with the early.
That's a lot of songs. Let me just see it.
That is a lot of songs.
I was talking about your songs on your album, but let me see.
Oh, my fault.
No, you good.
But yeah, so yeah, there's gonna be 10 songs on my album. 4 of them already released as singles: "Lovable Like Me," "Susical Rap," "Say the Word," and my most recent one, "Better Do Your Thing." That was the one I was just dancing to just now. But yeah, so they announced that there were gonna be over 30 songs used in the movie. So I took it upon myself.
I've never heard "Childhood."
Oh, that's on a history album with songs like, you know, "They Don't Care About Us." Yeah,
I've never heard of "This Place Hotel" either.
Oh, those are some good songs.
Interesting, but yeah, I've heard all the others.
Yeah, I'm gonna read them out to the audience. So it's gonna be over 30 songs. I'm gonna start with Jackson 5 songs all the way up till, you know, the last time he dropped an album. "I Want You Back," "ABC," "The Love You Save," "I'll Be There," "Who's Loving You," "Shake Your Body Down to the Ground," and those are all Jackson 5 songs. And then one song from the movie The Wiz with Diana Ross, "You Can't Win." He played the Scarecrow,
right.
Which actually that's something I want to talk about later. My dream roles. But yeah, Scarecrow, that's definitely one of my dream roles, thanks to Michael. And then moving on to Off the Wall, we got the Off the Wall album, "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough," "Rock With You," I feel like those should be in the movie.
Right.
And then "Can You Feel It" by the Jacksons, along with "This Place Hotel," aka Heartbreak Hotel, actually. And then moving on to the Thriller album, I know that's gonna be huge. "Wanna Be Starting Something," "Girl Is Mine" with Paul McCartney, Thriller, Billie Jean, "Beat It," of course, and then "Human Nature," and then "We Are the World," and then "We Are the Children." And then there's the Bad album, got "Bad," "Another Part of Me," "Man in the Mirror," "Smooth Criminal," and this one song, it's an honorable mention. I want them to do "The Way You Make Me Feel." Yeah. And then moving on to the Dangerous album, there's "Jam," "Black or White," "Heal the World," "Gone Too Soon," and then another honorable mention, "Dangerous." They got to put that performance in the movie. And then the History album, this last one, "Scream" with Janet Jackson, "They Don't Care About Us," "Earth Song," and then "Childhood." I'll leave it at that.
You know, I will give you kudos because the fact that you just listed out exactly where those songs came from is insane. So I will give you kudos for that, because
Thank you.
there was that wasn't just broke down like to where like it stuck like had different subsections. He just knows those are the albums, the songs are from. So I can respect that.
Yeah, I've been a Michael fan since I want to say as early as like 8 years old, 7.
What year were you born?
2002.
Yeah,
I mean,
you were about 7 when he died.
I was actually 6. I was about to turn 7. Well, the year he died, the year I was turning 7, but I was 6 the day he died. But at that time, I barely knew him. I was probably dancing to his music, but I didn't really know who it was, which is pretty common with a lot of music. I'd be dancing to. I'm like, wait, who sings this? Wait, they sing this? Yo, I just found out the person singing the song Kiss, like, you don't have to be rich to be my girl. I just found out that that's Prince. I'm like, he killed that. Yeah, but yeah, so of course, listening to Michael since I was 8, that's a whole lot of time. Listen to all of his albums, being familiar with which song came from which album, and yeah. But yeah, dream roles. So besides, the Scarecrow and the Wiz, thanks to Michael, I want to play Jimmy Early and Dreamgirls, thanks to Eddie Murphy. I want to play. Well, this would never happen only because of the way my voice is. I got the moves, but I don't have the voice. It would be MJ the musical. Michael Jackson. But I would also want to play Donkey from Shrek, because Shrek got a musical. For those that don't know,
I did know that. I did not know that.
Well, there's a taped version on Netflix, and I mean it was okay, but still, if I were to go for Shrek the musical, I'd go for Donkey.
You think you can pull a donkey off?
Well, let's see. You want to love her, you want to please her, then you got to try a little tenderness. The chicks love that romantic crap. Now I saw her face. Now I believe it.
You might just be able to do that. You know that?
Yeah.
You might just be able to do that. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it on up, D-Man.
Yeah.
I had a great time. This is a great first interview, I feel like, we talked about a lot. But before we go, I'm gonna give you a chance to shout out, tell the people what you got coming up aside from the album.
Yeah.
Tell them where to find you at and things of that nature.
Yeah. So as far as how we can listen to my music, I'm a D-Man the Takeover. That's D-MAN the Takeover, and then taking over together. So D-Man the Takeover. You can basically find me anywhere: Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, all those other stuff I ain't heard of. But it's there, trust me. And then, well, I was on SoundCloud, but right now I got beef with them. Well, actually, that's one more thing I'll talk about before we wrap it up.
Okay, go ahead.
So I had posted the song "Lovable Like Me" on Valentine's Day,
Right.
and this has been a thing that's been going on for a while, where someone would repost my music under my name, and it'll show up on my page. But how you can tell it's a repost is if the song title is spelled slightly incorrectly, because I spelled my song titles properly, so they're spelled slightly improper, and then the profile picture it's kind of blurry. But mine is crispy and clear, like it should be. Right. So that's how you can tell. So that's why. And then someone had reposted "Lovable Like Me" under my name, and then SoundCloud reported mine as copyright. I filed a dispute. They ended up removing my song and keeping the other one that was basically the actual copyright. So since then I ain't been messing around with SoundCloud. Therefore I deleted my whole page and everything. Like I don't care.
They ain't getting your business.
Yeah.
But did you want to tell them about like a social that they can follow you on?
Oh yeah.
Things of that nature.
But yeah, I got off topic. So if we missed anything like off topic, let us know, and then maybe we can do another interview. But yeah, follow me on Instagram at @dman_the_takeover, and then I'm on Facebook as my actual name, Donovan James, DONOVYN, not A. Because everybody assumes it's spelled with the A and it's not. Yeah, so yeah, Facebook, Donovan James, Instagram, @dman_the_takeover. And then same thing on TikTok, @dman and stuff. Yeah, so Instagram and TikTok got the same username.
Anything else coming up besides the album?
Man, only thing I got going on really is just trying to find more things to audition for.
Most definitely.
And then-
but you did say you wanted to shoot a music video, right?
Yeah, so out here in Wisconsin, there's an artist named Raven. Shout out to Raven. She got the song out right now called Different Fears. So it's me, her, and another music artist that's also a background dancer for her, just like me. And then we got a couple of guys from the musical like just did that's also gonna be in it. We're all supporting her, dancing, putting together some nice little choreography. I ain't gonna spoil it too much, but it should be out soon. But yeah, it's a RAYVEN, not Raven like Raven Simone. And then yeah, check out that song Different Fears. It's pretty good. And then yeah, so right now I'm trying to find more things to audition for. And then there's that music video.
Because you said for your music video, you said you wanted to find a fine woman.
Yeah.
So all the fine women, fine D-Man, you can get in a music video, man. I know there's a lot of models and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So I'll let my boy, maybe y'all can pair up something, because what is for Lovable Like Me, right?
Yeah.
This
gotta be for that song.
So we ain't even finna talk about that too much. That's gonna be a business venture that y'all can reach out to him. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to share with 3 motherfucking friends.
Oh yeah,
but
please.
Yeah, this has been Talking Shit with Sheezy featuring D-Man, the takeover. D-Man, I wanna appreciate you. My man. We gonna do it again.
Yeah, we will do it again.
All right. Last Kingdom, I'ma fuck with y'all. We out.
Peace.
Tell the Reaper he can come and get me. Yeah. Tell the Reaper he can come and get me.
Tell the Reaper, never mind. Long as I got a Reaper, still talk to my side. Love my little bitch, she gon' ride. She accept me through the fact, even though I still lie.